Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to France. It's round 4 of the European 125 Championship presented by FMF Racing. My name is Paul Mayling. Thanks for joining us live today on MXGPTV.com. The first 3 rounds so far this year have belonged to the Italian Matteo Guadagnini on the Madi Racing Husqvarna. But behind him, about 35 points back, is going to be one of the home favourites in this 125 class this weekend, Tom Gouyon. And Tom Gouyon, riding the number 27, is on the Team VRT KTM. Third is Jorgen Matthias Talviku on the A1M Husqvarna. Fourth, Oriol Oliver, 3112, riding for RFME MX Junior team. And in fifth, Kai de Wolf from the Netherlands for the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna factory squad. Beautiful day here on the west coast of France, about an hour and a half north of Bordeaux, probably about 4.5 hours south of Paris, depending on where you live in that kind of region. But there's a circuit just over 1,600 meters long, and it's a right-hand uphill first turn, continues to climb up through turn 2, through a series of rollers, and then it really twists and works its way around this hillside here in France. Free practice this morning. Kai de Wolf was fastest in the warm-up session. Guadagnini, though, there's the championship confirmation. Guadagnini is 35 points clear of Gouyon, then Talviku, Oriol Oliver, Kai de Wolf, Simon Langenfelder, Mike Guerda, and Guillaume Ferrez-Plaza. Kjell Verbruggen is 9th, and Liam Everts sits in 10th. Free practice, Group 1 this morning, it was Kai de Wolf with a 1:52.6, and in Group 2, it was a 1:51.7 for Tom Gouyon. But in the time training session, it was Matteo Guadagnini with a 1:55.9, but it was a 1:54.9 for Tom Gouyon. So it's going to be Gouyon who will go to the line first, ahead of Matteo Guadagnini. A few moments ago, the riders went out onto the track for their sighting lap, but they are back in now, getting ready to go to the waiting zone and to the start line. But down the right side of the start straight, pit lane to their right as they get towards the end, and the goggle lane at the end of pit lane this weekend. So it's going to be a sharp 90-degree turn at the end of a high-speed straight into the goggle lane. Turn right, turn left, change your goggles, come back out just on the exit of the first turn, should they need to do so. But fantastic conditions. They've got a sprinkler system in operation, and we actually had a huge rainstorm here yesterday afternoon. Probably rained for about an hour. The track hadn't been ripped at that point, hadn't been watered. They were expecting that kind of deluge, and so it literally just skimmed the surface, because moments later the sun came out, and guess what? It dried out pretty quickly. So the organisers had a bit of work to do just to prep the track again overnight with a little bit of water, and there is absolutely perfect traction out there at the moment. Tom Gouyon goes to the line first, ahead of Matteo Guadagnini, Simon Langenfelder, Florian Mio on the Yamaha, and then a bunch of KTMs. And as you can see, the rest of the riders there. So time practice Group 1, it was Matteo Guadagnini, Florian Mio, Camden McClellan on the KTM Cossack racing machine. Is he finally going to make the most of his talent here? 27th at the first round, hasn't scored the last 2 in Trentino and Lombardia. He would surely love to be up at the sharp end, which is where we used to see him last year in the 85cc European Championship. Of course, he was a winner that day in Loquet. Here's Tom Gouyon for VRT KTM. What is he going to be able to do this weekend? He's been on the podium twice, 3rd in the Netherlands, 2nd in Trentino. He missed the box in Lombardia in the mud. And Talviku has also been on the podium just 1 time this year. 25 minutes plus 2 laps. This first of 2 European 125 Championship races presented by FMF Racing. We've got a green flag over this end. We are under starters' orders. We're getting ready to go racing for the first time here on MXGPTV.com. And who is it going to be that pulls that all-important hole shot? We are about 100 meters down to turn 1. Tom Gouyon in gate 2 over on the left side as we look. He makes a good jump and immediately comes across to his left to open up the turn. Holds it nice and tight, but heading up the hill, he lost out to Eddie Wade, 217. So Eddie J. Wade for F4E Racing KTM pulls himself his first hole shot of the year, and he's got one of his teammates. He's legging his way through the rut there at the bottom of the hill. Guyon still there in second position. Number 27, who looks to go to the outside. Hitting the line for the first time here. So Eddie J. Wade then, your leader. Guyon second. Guillem Perez Plaza, there he is in third. The 24 of David Brasseres Martinez in the yellow. But he looks like he's about to get nudged there. Looks like Mike Guerda, yeah, he's found his way past the 14 in the green pants there of Kai de Wolf, who's now in 6th place. Guadagnini didn't make a good start. He's around about 7th or 8th at the moment. Give you these guys as they come through. Florian Mio is around 10th place. Mirko Valsecki just behind him. Kjell Verbruggen about 16th. These are the positions at the first split, but there'll be a lot of moving and shaking going on between now and getting them over the finish line. There's Kai de Wolf, 14, just in that bottom corner as we go to the top of the hill. Eddie Wade doubles his way into the rhythm section as Tom Guyon decides to go around the outside and mono through the waves, and then the waves the other side as well will turn right here over the drop, down behind the back of pit lane, look into this. And actually, I was down here yesterday, not as off-cambered as it used to be. We used to have a lot more steeper angle, and that bank was almost non-existent a couple of years ago, but they've worked to improve that. Just flattens it out a little bit more, but back onto the start straight. And it's still Eddie Wade leading the way. Guyon there, 27, is in 2nd place. And it was good to see Eddie Wade on the podium, 3rd overall in Lombardia. Yes, it was muddy and maybe a leveler for everybody, but from that moment, he has believed that this is where I belong. It's taken him a long time to get back from that leg injury that he picked up at the FAM Junior World Championship last year in Australia. And here he is leading MX European 125 Race 1 here at Saint-Jean-d'Angely, round 4 of this series. He hits the line at 1:57.4. It's 58.3 for Tom Guyon, the gap about 1.5 seconds. Perez Plaza is 3rd, Brasseres Martinez 4th, Guadagnini is up to 5th, de Wolf 6th, Congas Aguilera is 7th, Saad Suleimani is in 8th place, Mirko Valsecki and Florian Mio, top 10, Alessandro Facca is next in 11th, Oriol Oliver, Dave Kuica, Lucas Adam, Xavier Casal, Simon Lagenfeld in 16th place, 2nd overall last week, or 2 weeks ago. Jorgen Mattia Talvico, Joel Ritzy in 19th for RFX KTM, powered by PAR Homes, and Andrea Bonacorsi. McClellan just outside of the points in 21st, ahead of Adam Kovac, Sam Nielsen, Rafael Giuzio, Bogdan Krajewski, Kjell Verbruggen, Liam Evans. A lot of good guys outside of the points at the moment. These tiny 125s ripping up this Saint-Jean-d'Angely circuit. Bit of a step down on the other side of the launch pad there. Kicking them up into the air. Saw the ruts as well, so not easy to scrub that jump on the top of the plateau. Deep ruts going down to the rock already on the exit, heading up into that right-hander. Taking away the little step down here over, that's been there synonymous over the years. There's your goggle entry lane, just at the end of pit lane. Gap last time around was 1.5 seconds between these two. 1:57.4, 1:58.3. Man picking himself up over on the far side of the circuit, just into the 2nd section of waves. Wade goes to the inside. Around the outside, at the bottom of the corner, was Tom Guyon. These two over the line for the 2nd complete lap then, a 56.5. Fastest lap of the race for Wade, 56.2. Even quicker for Tom Guyon. Here's your championship leader. First sighting on that Husqvarna. Number 101, the red championship leader's red plate. He's held that since the first round in Valkenswaard of the Netherlands. Currently going after Martinez Brasseres, I think that is, or is that Mike Guerda actually? Guerda, 6.96. So the Kini KTM junior rider just ahead seems to have found his way past Guadagnini. So the 24 of Brasseres Martinez challenge for the lead. Guyon just gets alongside Wade, who this time goes to the outside as Guyon doubles his way through the inside. Different lines for both riders that time around on this third lap then. Guyon, buoyed by the thrill of riding at home. Getting his nose in front early as we look at Guadagnini. Guyon didn't even score points here last year, so a massive transformation for the VRT KTM rider. There's your Maddie Racing Husqvarna rider in white and red. Matteo Guadagnini won every round so far this year. He's won all but one race where he had to settle for a fourth in race 2 at the opening round at Valkenswaard, but it still earned him the overall victory. Charges down the inside of Guerda, goes one line tighter, caught his leg on the bank as he went in there. Getting ready to hit the line then for the third time. And it's Guyon who leads by a second. Eddie Wade is in second place. Guillem Perez Plaza is third on the 309. Fourth is Braceres Martinez. 15, Mike Guerda. Fifth. Sixth is Matteo Guadagnini. 7, Kaido Wolf. Just at the top of the hill behind this guy here in the white and green pants. Then behind them we've got the 384 of Gerard Congos Aguilera. Just there with the orange shoulders. Top of the hill behind the 14 of Kaido Wolf. See the stones just starting to surface. Riders are going to be pebble dashed all at the forearms, on their thighs. Charging downhill. Back at the top end though. Braceres Martinez closely followed by Guerda and the 101 of Guadagnini. So this is 4th, 5th and 6th. De Wolf about 3 seconds behind them. Into the wave section now. Congos Aguilera, Saad Suleimani. The number 44 on the Team VRT Husqvarna. He's there in 9th, and then Mirko Valsecchi is next on the 532. Riding for Celestini Racing. Florimio, the Yamaha Europe MJC rider, is next in 11th position. As Guerda, looking impatient here, trying to find his way around the Spaniard, but as he's doing so, he's coming up short and getting caught and almost passed there by Guadagnini, who is frustrated at the moment with 16.5 minutes plus 2 to go in this first EMX125 championship race presented by FMF Racing. Double single on the 125s for that uphill triple. Braceres Martinez goes to the inside, doesn't get good drive on the exit. Thought there was going to be a little bit of bar banging action. In fact, the 24 almost overshot. And again, the two riders almost come together on that uphill off camber right-hand turn. Guerda is going to have the inside line here. He gets the distance over the tabletop as well, top of the hill, highest point of the racetrack. Launches downhill, and he's now up into 4th place. So Mike Guerda obviously having a good affinity with this racetrack here. Good to see another Swiss rider up there. Yet to see the podium this year, of course. Fourth overall in Switzerland last year, his best attempt. The inside route is the shortest where Guadagnini went on that white Husky, but very rocky on the exit, so just the rubber spinning up on the white chalky stones here at Saint-Jean d'Angély. He's having to work hard, isn't he? Oh, Guerda launching the step down at the top of the hill out of that corner. It's nicely done. 14.5 minutes plus 2 to go. EMX125 race 1. Quick pull of the tear-offs there for your championship leader, Guadagnini. Tom Gouillon, meanwhile, a 1:55.7, his fastest lap of the race. Well, Federico Tuani has made a 1:47.8, so there must be a timing error there because he's nowhere near the front guys. Talvico finding his way past just a moment ago as well. The 24 of Brasseris Martinez, but here is Guadagnini now going after Mike Guerda. Already at the top of the hill and out of sight. Tom Gouillon, Eddie Wade, Perez Plaza is in third. Mike Guerda here is fourth. Guadagnini now fifth in white. Looking to go after the Swiss rider on this Kinney Junior KTM in blue. Again, favours that inside line at the bottom of the hill. Thinks if I can get out of there early enough, I might just be able to run a move up the inside or around the outside at the top here. Opens himself up nicely, though, for a run down the start straight. Out of the ruts, goes wider. Maybe square up onto the right-hand side and then cut to the inside at the top here. Through turn 2. No, he nails the outside. This time Guadagnini is closer and gives a massive elbow to Mike Guerda. Runs him up the inside there. Messes himself up coming out of the turn. He's still got work to do to make the pass stick, and he does so in the final corner. So that's for fourth place for Guadagnini. So Gouillon now leads by 3 seconds. Eddie Wade second. Third at the top of the hill here is Guillaume Perez Plaza. Fourth, Mattia Guadagnini. Fifth, Mike Guerda. Watch this here. Elbows in there. No, he just spooked him. Wave yellow around the corner here. Doesn't look to be any of our leaders because Eddie Wade just ahead of the guy in white here, Guadagnini. So Nick Doman, the rider down over on the far side, just a moment ago. There he is, extricated himself from the tough block bales. For Christmas, I want longer legs, please. Here is third and fourth. Guadagnini and Guerda. Tom Gouillon already down the start straight. About 14, 15 seconds clear. Having a fantastic ride is Tom Gouillon. Won the second race at Valkenswaard in the Netherlands. After a seventh in race 1. There he is. So the VRT KTM rider feeling in good, confident mood here at Saint-Jean-d'Angely. Won a race last year in Switzerland. That got him a 1-2. On his way to fifth in the championship chase. It's also an overall round win, the first for the young Frenchie. So will he get this one out of the way and turn up relaxed tomorrow and go 1-1, or just take the overall no matter how it arrives? F4E Racing KTM, Eddie J. Wade. Jimmy Verberg own team. Just a little knuckle there just to get onto the top. Highest point of the racetrack. He's still lapping, what was it, 56.087 that time around. Guadagnini was a 57.3 and a 57.1 for Perez Plaza in third. Here's Wade. Massive gap back to the guys behind him. Taking a nice line through there. Guyon leads, Wade second. Perez Plaza here in third place. So the two F4E Racing KTMs are second and third. Guadagnini just behind him in fourth. Mike Guerta fifth. David Braceres Martinez is sixth. Kay DeWolf seventh. Gerard Congas Aguilera is eighth. Saad Suleimani 9, and Florian Mio, Yamaha Europe MJC, is 10. Oriol Oliver for FME Spain is 11. Mirko Valsecchi is in 12th place. So the Celestini Racing rider just hovering outside the top 10. Jorgen Matthias Talvico, A1M Husqvarna, is 13. Simon Langenfelder is in 14th place for WZ Racing. Then we have Alessandro Facca, Joel Ritzy, Dave Kurka has just been passed by Adam Kovac. Kjell Verbrugge now in 19th, Liam Everts 20th place. So both those two having a lot of work to do. McClellan has been pushed down to 24th now because Xavier Casal, Rafael Giuzio and Andrea Roncoli all ahead of him. There is Liam Everts. Number 72. That's Verbruggen just ahead of him, I think it is. No, he's done Verbruggen. Verbruggen's behind him in white. So Everts then behind Dave Kurka of the Netherlands. So 29, 38, Facca, Kovac, Kurka, Everts. And just behind them in white, Kjell Verbruggen, 242. On the No Fear Jumbo BT Racing Husqvarna. Dave Kurka on the Yamaha from the Netherlands, about to get past here. He looks across, he went to close the door down, but we cut back to the battle for third. This is Guillaume Perez Plaza and Mattia Guadagnini. And Guadagnini having to duck his head down, and Everts has passed Dave Kurka for 18th position. Good news for him is he's got a whole gaggle of riders up to 15th. Joel Ritzy, Alessandro Facca and Adam Kovac lining up just ahead of him. Eddie Wade, 6.7 seconds down on your race leader, Tom Guyon. These two about 14 seconds further back. Guillaume Perez Plaza and Mattia Guadagnini. Guadagnini about 1.5 seconds quicker than the Spaniard ahead of him. So the F4E Racing rider, he goes a little bit wider so he can double downhill. Almost left the door open for Guadagnini to go through, but gets better drive at the bottom of the hill this time, Guadagnini, and just gets into that turn ahead of the KTM, moves up to third. Guadagnini choosing to go inside. Mike Guerta just behind them. Here's Adam Kovac and the 29 of Alessandro Facca. So Facca for Marchetti Racing KTM doing his best to hold on. And the JK Racing Yamaha guy behind him, number 38 in red, is coming under attack from Liam Everts. So this is 16, 17, 18. Joel Ritzy just out of sight at the top of the hill. Riding 912 on the RFX powered by PAR Homes KTM. And Facca doing his best. He gets better drive on his KTM, but Kovac at the inside. So the 38 from Hungary looks across to his left and sees the 72 of Liam Everts just starting to home in on him. This is for 16th place. 3 riders with the arrival there Liam Everts just behind them. Third rider in shot, Joel Ritzy at the top of the hill. Looks to be safe enough in 15th place at the moment. He's got about a 10-second gap to make up to Simon Langenfelder, the guy who was second overall. And 6th in the championship now. 6th overall, second overall last week in Lombardia, or last time out, I should say, 2 weeks ago. So 10 laps complete then. Tom Goyan, 10 seconds clear of Eddie J. Wade. Oh, 8 seconds clear, sorry. Guadagnini now in 3rd place, but he's only a second a lap quicker, well, with 3.5 minutes plus 2 to go. Not going to make up too much time. Lap time's almost 2 minutes a lap. Here's Kai de Wolf, number 14, Rockstar Energy Husqvarna, the rider in the green pants. Started the year off in a good place, 4th in Valkenswaard, the Netherlands. He couldn't believe that. A week later, he was on the podium in Trentino, 3rd overall. Had a couple of offs in muddy conditions in Lombardia. In fact, first race was better than the second race that day. De Wolf all over the back of David Braceres Martinez, who is continuing to hang on to 6th position, the lead rider in this group here. 384 of Gerard Congos Aguilera is looking... Oh, and Faca goes down. So Faca was in 16th just through the first corner. So did he get run up the inside there, or did he just lose the front or spin out? Back end getting a little bit sideways on De Wolf's Husqvarna as he dropped down the hill there. Florian Mio in blue with the red numbers on his back. He's closing in as well. So the 247, the rider from France, the Yamaha Europe, EMX125 MJC. Kai de Wolf hard on the brakes at the bottom of the hill. 3rd overall last year, Florian Mio was a mudder in race 2. So battles going on all over the place here in this first 125 race. Braceres Martinez just there, number 24. Okay, so this was the 304. 384 of Congos Aguilera, finding his way past the 14 of Kai de Wolf. That was a moment ago for 7th place. And he's now going after the 24 ahead of him. So 2 Spaniards. Max Ratschiller on the Giardinelli Racing machine, and Lucas Adam. Oh, big elbows. Oh, Congos has, isn't it? Because he charges up the inside of Braceres Martinez there. Oh, that is a scary moment. Oh. Drop over the edge of the hill and man down already. He landed plumb on his bike. So the 460 of Lucas Adam side, and yeah, scared myself enough for one day. It's nowhere near Halloween, but top of the hill. Guerda here. And just behind him, Perez Plaza. So Perez Plaza was up there a moment ago in 4th place. Guerda's found his way into 4th position now. Tom Guyon is so fast, we can't even keep up with him. There's the 101 of Mattia Guadagnini. About 9 seconds down on 2nd position. There is your race leader. 2 lap board is going out this time around to the BRT KTM. It's very cool and composed, doesn't it? Guadagnini not too far back. Look, there's 9.5 seconds back to Eddie Wade, and Guadagnini at 56. He's lapping 2 seconds lap quicker than these guys. He's only 6 seconds down. He might just find himself in 2nd position by the time the checkered flag falls, you know. I know it's 2 seconds and only 2 laps to go and only about 4 or 5 seconds. Well, a slight mistake from Wade, and all of a sudden he could be kissing goodbye to that 2nd place if he's not careful. He needs to focus and maintain his pace here. Kyle de Wolf and Florian Mio wheel to wheel as they hit the jump there in 8th and 9th position. But it's the French rider who is in the ascendancy at the moment. Nervous look over the shoulder there from the number 14. Mio just trying to hold a nice tight line. Just about getting the distance over the tabletop. Opts for a different line as well at the top of the hill. Keeping an eye on the splits for the leaders actually as almost 3 abreast going through that bottom corner. Kyle de Wolf goes to the outside, defends the right-hand side as he goes uphill, but then he doubles in, loses out, and Florian Mio just pops up over the top of the hill, clear of the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna rider. Guyon entering the final lap here. Brasres Martinez, Florian Mio, Kyle de Wolf for these 7, 8, 9. Oh! Kyle de Wolf. Not sure what he did there, but sure we'll get another look at it. How much time has it cost him? That's the question. Here's Mio trying to push past the 24 of Brasres Martinez as he enters the final lap. So Guyon now 8 seconds clear of Wade. 4 seconds further back is Guadagnini. 3rd is Guarda. 4th Perez Plaza. 5th, watch this. That was the pass Mio put on Kyle de Wolf a moment before he fell. Mio now going after the 24, Brasres Martinez. This was Kyle de Wolf. Oh, just cross-rutted and then knacked his way through the first corner, threw the bike down. Here's Guyon, handful of corners to go for the Team BRT rider. Got to the first turn first, but as he tried to control the inside, Eddie Wade nudged his way past, maybe for a lap or so, maybe not even, but Guyon obviously feeling at home here. Exits the final turn. And he cruises downhill to take the checkered flag. He wins race 1 here at Saint-Jean-d'Angely. Never a better feeling than winning at home. Eddie Wade just over the line in 2nd, the back marker there, and then Guadagnini. So about 4 seconds, that gap in the end. So those two, similar lap time on the final lap here. Fourth goes to Mike Guerda. 5th, Perez Plaza, 2 seconds behind him. Fans already starting to celebrate. Are they going to be in for a busy weekend? Performances from all kinds of riders across the board. EMX250, maybe MX2, MXGP as well. Brasseres Martinez came home behind Congos Aguilera. Florimio 8th, Saad Suleimani 9, Jorgen Mattia Talviku 10. Kai de Wolf just over the line now, 14th, so he was 9th when he fell. Expensive mistake for the young Husqvarna rider. Just waiting for the rest of the guys to come through. We're also waiting for our winner to get back down towards the podium area, right down the other end of the start straight. Oh, he's decided to grab a quick word with Maxime Martin, our circuit announcer here. So just be patient with us, folks, and we'll catch up with Monsieur Guillon in a moment. But so far, France won, the rest of the world nil. All because of that guy, Tom Guyon. Came home 6 seconds clear of Eddie Wade. And we will grab a quick word with him in just a moment. And we'll give you the rundown of the results and some highlights as well, of course. But Guadagnini continues to lead the championship. That lead now 30 points. Tom Guyon still second, Talviku still third, Oriol Oliver 4, Kai de Wolf still fifth. Anyway, here he is, Tom Guyon, and the number 27 VRT KTM rider picking up an easy win, comfortable win in race 1.
Tom Guyon, congratulations, a fantastic ride for you and in front of your home fans. Perfect start to your weekend.
Yeah, perfect start and a perfect race. So it was, I'm really happy for my race. Yeah, good start and yeah, all pupil for me. Donc, yeah, it's good. Thanks to my team, VRT KTM for us, and my mechanic. So, yeah, see you tomorrow.
Good luck for tomorrow's race. Thank you.
Decent start then for Tom Guyon. And his loyal followers here this weekend would have won a few more fans, no doubt, with that victory in race 1. Never looked flustered or bothered. He was always in control on that VRT KTM. And he came home a winner by almost 6 seconds over Eddie Wade. It was out a little bit more than that at some point, but backing it up on the final lap by a couple of seconds. Your winner, though, in race 1 was Tom Guyon. Official confirmation coming up then. Tom Guyon, your winner. Eddie Wade, second. And dude looks a little bit stiff. Mattia Guadagnini third, Mike Guerda fourth, Guillaume Ferez Plaza fifth, Gerard Congos Aguilera was sixth, David Brasseres Martinez 7, Florimio 8, Saad Suleimani 9, and Jorgen Mattias Talviku finding his way past Oriol Oliver on the final lap. Simon Langenfelder, Mirko Vasecki, Kai de Wolf was 14 ahead of Joel Rizzi, Adam Kovacs, Andrea Roncoli, Liam Everts 18th in the end, Rafael Giuzio and Dave Koika. Circuit drying out just nicely. MX2 time practice up in a moment. Of course, that won't be live, but let's take a look at some of those highlights from EMX125 Race 1, presented by FMF Racing. Gate drop, took over to the left. A great jump from Tom Guyon. Came across 5-6 guys to open up the turn, but alongside him was Eddie Wade. He kept the power down. He crossed the line first. Kai de Wolf was just behind him in third place. And behind them as well was Ferez Plaza and Mike Guerda. Guerda losing out early on, though. Kai de Wolf dropped down to the bottom of the hill, found himself in 5th position. Then into 4th. This was a challenge for the lead, though, a lap or so into the race. Tom Guyon got better drive out to the bottom corner. He switched to the inside as Wade was forced to go to the outside. This battle here, though, was 6th, 7th, 8th for a while. Or was it 4th, 5th, and 6th? Anyway, it wasn't a great start for the 101 of Guadagnini. Mike Guerda found his way up past the 24 of Brasseres Martinez. Next on the list was the 101, the championship leader, Mattia Guadagnini. All of a sudden, he was in fourth. That move on the inside of Mike Guerta put him into third. Actually, this move put him into third when he found his way past Perez Plaza. The 29 of Alessandro Facca was in 16th place. Got Adam Kovacs behind him, and then Liam Everts. But then we had a battle here. The 384 of Aguilera found his way through, and then down the inside of Martinez Brasnes, a second half resurgence from the young Spaniard. Florian Mio moved inside, or around the outside of Kai de Wolf on the number 14 machine, and then the Dutchman knacked his way across the first turn, picked himself up, would eventually come home in 14th place. But it was a win by 6 seconds for Tom Goyon. Eddie Wade second, Guadagnini was third. Okay, let's take a look at some of the best moments then. We'll be back in about an hour and a half's time, and when we do return, it will be for EMX 250 Race 1 at the top of the hour at 4 o'clock. So join us for that one if you can.